Hi, it's Mia, and this is supposed to be a short video. It is, according to that clock, it's 10:15 p.m., but I think it's really 10:06. I don't set my clocks correctly for some reason, or they don't stay the right time. Today was difficult. I had a test at 9 and a class before that, and 2 kids that needed to be at school. They were supposed to go to their friends really early, and it didn't happen that way. And I don't like that feeling. I walked in, the teacher looked at me, and I had someone was passing around the attendance sheet. I don't like being like that. Anyways, we studied some of this gastro notes. You can see from our blog, we talked about that, and then I kept forgetting that I needed to do my online quiz for nutrition for 2 weeks. So that's important. You need to do it by the deadline. The last couple of times I did it, the computer froze, or the system the night before the quiz is due likes to reset itself or something, I don't know. So everything went smoothly this time, and one child's, I think, asleep. The other one is wide awake. I came home after school. We got out a half hour early. I came home and started cleaning after I went to the library. Got a bunch of books for the kids, which I don't know why I always, gotta get them books, gotta get them food, gotta get them this. But I did some cleaning, didn't study, did some cleaning, watched like 30 minutes of a movie of Serafina with Whoopi Goldberg that I've had since before Christmas break. I never had time to look at it. And I straightened up some stuff, and the kids left trash all over and plastic bottles. It's like, I need like a container that says, hey, put your plastic bottle here. I still have 2 exams. One I haven't even touched. The other one I keep repeating like the first half of week 1's notes when I need to go through 6 weeks of notes by Thursday morning. The truth is I have about 13 hours of class tomorrow, or a 13-hour day, and I'm got to come home and finish studying so I can take the next test. There's something clinking in my dishwasher. I should probably fix that. Anyway, I decided to make a short video and have it upload quickly, and I mean, this is a bad time to make a video because I'm not very excited about being up late and having too much stuff to do, and knowing that I'm going to wake up at 5 in the morning. I hope, it's like always on Monday when I have to sign in by a certain time, I hope I really wake up by 5. But some days I want to sleep in. It's impossible. You have too many classes. So my aunt called to check on me, and I explained some of the stresses I'm having. It's, I believe, racism, and I don't like to jump at racism or treatment because of the way you look, or the way you dress, or the way you do your hair, or don't do your hair, whatever. I just don't want to go there, but I mean, it's accidentally, like, I always say this, somehow I end up with the Amazon cloud on my phone, and I was playing it before class. I got there early, and I'm like, it's kind of rude. I was sitting there by myself. I'm like, I'm going to listen to a song from the Detroit Techno download that I had, and I haven't had this phone for very long, so I was listening to one song, and then I was like, oh, I wonder what happens. I skipped ahead to some other songs, but I kept the earphones in, and we had like an hour lecture, and at the end, she goes, okay, we're going to get ready to go across the street to the clinic to do whatever. And I pulled the earplugs out so I could put it in my pocket, and like, there was Kraftwerk playing like really loud through my phone, and the class is only like 10 people in a small room. I was like, sorry. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't like people knowing what kind of music I listen to, or like, I just I like to just be myself and not have to, like my son says, don't judge me. Yeah, I have an automatic record player we got from the thrift store, because, I don't know, we had my DJ equipment disappear. I know where it disappeared to, but like I said in the other video, it's kind of, if you get dust on the needle, it doesn't automatically go back to where it is. It just goes in the middle. It makes bad noise with the needle on the little paper doohickey. Anyways, I don't want to be complaining. This is a bad time to do a video, and I'm already deciding that there's an errand or a place I need to go on Saturday, which would put me at being gone 7 days a week, which I don't like doing, so I need to be realistic about that. I couldn't breathe this morning on the way to school. Something happened. My kids were sneezing, and I was sneezing. It's like I wiped my nose this morning. There was all this dark stuff. Like, I don't know. People have been in and out of the attic and in the house. I don't know. They're painting and stuff. I don't know if something got in the house and cost us. Like, my throat was closing up. I couldn't talk. And it was like, oh my gosh, I have a test in less than an hour. What in the world? And I considered trying to get a doctor's note, but I felt like it was like, just take the test. And then I changed the answer to the wrong answer. I had the right answer. I hate that. I might have got 10 wrong. I mean, if I got 10 wrong, I may have passed. If I got more than 10, there's no way. I'm concerned about my grade, and I'm overwhelmed. I'll tell you the truth. This is why I rather make some more happier videos, but I'm really overwhelmed with, the kid. I got these trays at the thrift store. Like, we have too much stuff. If we just get rid of stuff and clean off the coffee table and the regular table, she'd actually have a place to sit. Like, seriously, like, oh, I came home and I sat here for 3 hours, 2 hours, and barely did half the dishes. Like, oh my gosh. Like, it was really stressful. And I was supposed to be pretty much cramming or taking a nap. I haven't even eaten my salads that I bought from a drive-thru on Sunday after church. I'm like, wow, I was just eating part of one. I got 2, because it's like, if you actually have time in the morning, you can grab a salad and put it in a cooler or in the car or whatever and go. Anyways, I'm really distracted. I just want to say, my kid spilled milk, and I was like, I mean, she keeps having her computer in one arm, food in her other arm, and somehow she had milk in a plastic cup, which they're flimsy anyway, and she's sitting on the floor with all this stuff, and somehow it spills. And I was like, I told you not to put your milk on the floor, and she did that 2 weeks ago. So I brought out the Bissell carpet cleaner thing. Thank God for it. I mean, you can just fill it up with water and turn the thing on. I mean, it's still, I mean, I don't know. It almost feels impossible to clean up spilled chocolate milk. But I was cranky about it. I almost started crying. I was just like, oh my gosh, I came home to have time by myself. And I spent like 2-3 hours. My aunt called, so that took like 40 minutes or something. 50 minutes maybe. It's like I come home. I felt like I was going to pass out. Ate a bunch of food, like mushrooms and raw kelp noodles with too much cheese because I felt starved. All of it was raw cheese, but I still heated it up to get the cheese to melt. Anyways, sometimes I hate that. You come home, you don't feel good, you're hungry, you feel like you're going to pass out, and then you like clean, and you hardly clean anything, and then your kids come home and they're tripping over stuff and spilling stuff because they have no room at the table. Like, it's chaotic, and I hate it. And all I know what to do is, right now, is after I said what time it was and I'm supposed to be in bed by 10, all I can do right now is push the stop button, brush my teeth, and tell the little kid that he needs to go to bed within an hour. Like, that would be a miracle if he could actually go to bed. I don't know if he'd go to sleep, but... So, this is my short video. I wanted it less than 5 minutes. I just got this record from the thrift store. It's from 2002. I mean, it's not like, oh, yay, I've heard of them, let's have that record. It was like, I told my daughter, look for some techno records. If you don't see any, look for some 80s remixes. If you don't see any, whatever, we got disco and Billy Joel. And, like, why am I doing that? But I was on Amazon a couple days ago for no good reason, procrastinating, and I like this. I like the way this looks. And I saw some records, not very many. Like a couple years ago, there was a lot more records. Like last year, there was a lot more records. I don't want to be a hoarder. I am living on college loans. I don't think that's wise to just order junk off the internet. But I said in a video yesterday, I don't think I uploaded it yet, that I wanted to I'm at a point right now where I don't travel, I don't have relatives, I don't have friends, I don't go anywhere. There's opportunity to go to women's nights and things, but it's like late at night, and I'm at clinic on Fridays till about the time that it starts, so then it's like, get the kids from daycare, go home, feed them, and then drive 40 minutes. I mean, it's not impossible, I've did it for years, but I don't get out much. I don't go on vacations. I don't leave town. I go between here, my kids' school, and my work, which is at my school, and my church. And sometimes it's an excuse. Sometimes we have videos, old stinking VHS, which take up a lot of space. We have records. I like to just spend little bits of time here and there between studying and cleaning to listen to music or watch movies. Part of me wants to just clear out every cluttery thing, get Netflix or something, and just travel in my free time. Travel on a weekend where you don't have school. Have everything, be like everyone else and have like a MacBook Pro or something where you can actually store all your notes and just be like, oh, here, all I need to study for school this weekend is a laptop, instead of having like a million books and papers and stuff. I'm kind of in chaos emergency mode right now, so I think these things in my head, and then reality strikes. Oh, like earlier, oh, I have 10 minutes to get the kids from daycare. Oh, it's now bedtime. Oh, the kids are hungry, so I have to finish doing like 1/4 of the dishes so I can actually put their food in the oven. I don't know how people do it. I think part of me just feels like it's me that's really confused on how to be an adult and manage my time and my children's time and my schedule, my work schedule, and my free time schedules. So anyways, I'm hoping everything will come together. The weather's getting better, and it's getting a little warmer, lighter in the morning. Birds are chirping. We see rainbows, artificial ones that we have a rainbow maker, are real ones. So it's just a reminder that things will be okay. I mean, sometimes a rainbow's like, oh, I can't make that up, really. I mean, you can go out in the sun with a hose, but still, that sunlight is what made it. So that's where I am right now. My spirit side says, have faith, and this too shall pass. My cranky side says, oh my gosh, like my body is like, oh my gosh, you're so like crazy and hyper, and you sit somewhere a long time, you want to get up and move around, and then when you get home and you can move around, you want to sit there. Whether you're probably studying or surfing the internet. And then the other part of me is like, my mental part of me is like, oh, I don't know. I don't even know. Like, that's where it's a big cloud. Oh, mental. No, my mental is like, oh my gosh, you have to study. Oh my gosh, you have to clean. Oh my gosh, what if somebody comes in the house on a surprise inspection again? What if this? And we're having a housing inspection in a few weeks. I'm waiting for the letter to come in the mail. What if they forget to send it? Like, oh my gosh, I think I failed that test. That's where my mental mind is. Oh my gosh, should we go out of town during spring break and make the kids skip 3 days of school, or rush back so I can do clinic? And why did I pick clinic that day? Why didn't I pick it a different day? Like, my mind is just... And then my mind's like, oh yeah, you need to actually go to bed so you can wake up. Because you're going to wake up at 5, whether you go to bed now or in 3 hours, you're going to wake up at 5. So, anyways, see you later.